Hey, everybody. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. Just thinking about the Cappy thing, and there's basically like only a handful of questions that we get all of the answers. Excuse me, I got the hiccups a little bit. Um, what did he do to Snap? I don't know. There's so many videos of him snapping and so much. I can't myself bring it down to just one thing. The question's really like on the movie JFK by Oliver Stone. Who had, who had the motive? Who really had the motive? Not just to shut this guy up, but to take him out. That goddamn hiccups. That's from taking Vicodin because I hurt my leg in a auto racing accident years ago, and I don't want to show it to you. Spent 10 years in nursing homes, but enough about me and my hiccups. There it is again. I'm sorry. I hope it's not annoying you. Why? Well, is it someone he exposed? Because there's many. And I believe he was telling the truth. What did he have to gain to lie? He wasn't in it for the money. But did he cross someone? That's what it sounds like in his later speeches just before this all went down, is he crossed the wrong person. And so many shills have destroyed the truth that we probably never will know the truth, Remember LTV's fucking last phone call that he typed out? Boy, he's got a hell of a memory, doesn't he? Why couldn't he play the phone call if he could remember that entire conversation? I could not have ever remembered that much of a conversation, folks. What do you think, Julio? I think he's full of shit. I think him and the Phoenix Enema, who was a nobody before this happened, he probably had, I think, 1,300 followers, and now look at him. He's on just about everything you can be on the internet. Who and why? How? I've done a lot of help with the county coroner. I grew up with the county coroner here since kindergarten. Real good friend of mine. And I've done a lot of post-autopsy, putting people back together, taking the 5-gallon bucket with a plastic bag in it full of their organs and sewing it into their stomach and filling their heads with great stuff where their fucking brains used to be, so the crackhead moms can have an open casket. When, in fact, I've done one where a guy leaped off a 30-foot overpass and was struck by a car. So I know what it looks like. And honestly, guys, that's no dummy on the ground. I'm not saying it's Isaac on the ground, but that's a body. Another question I'm going to throw in here that just hit me in the top of my head is, anytime there is a murder, there is an autopsy. And I've got news for everybody. When you commit suicide, you murdered yourself. So there's an autopsy. So somewhere, someone's lying. I guarantee you Isaac Cappy was autopsied before he was cremated. But man, I can't find no record of it. And that would tell a lot. That injury to the eye, that really looks to me like a gunshot wound. I'm sorry, that's my opinion. And like I said, I have worked in this profession. I have autopsy bodies. I have post-autopsy bodies. I have just embalmed bodies. And it's not something you want to do for a living. I was doing it just to help my buddy out, probably for some free benefits, medical. medicated, not medical. It's bullshit. There's no way they put a suicide victim in the ground without an autopsy because A, jumping off of the overpass, being thrown off the overpass, an autopsy would give a lot of answers to this. It would also show the cause of death. Now, is the cause of death from falling from an overpass, being thrown from an overpass? There would have been, if there was a struggle, there would be touch DNA from the people who were trying to prevent or throw such subject off of the overpass. Plus, during this autopsy, the coroner would have established a cause of death. Is the cause of death from the impact to the pavement after being thrown or falling from an overpass? Or was it a later injury, seconds later, when this truck coming hit this cardboard box? That how the fuck did the cardboard box get there? You know, did it just happen to have the wind blow right over top of the body? Pretty weird. But now we cannot establish the cause of death. I mean, it could have been an internal injury. It could have hit him in the head. He could have hit his head when he fell. But an autopsy would have answered all of that. And I do not believe that there was not an autopsy. Something's being hid from the public here. Especially if it's a gunshot wound. I mean, you're not going to know if that was a gunshot wound unless you go in there and find a bullet or find fragments, right? It's just so much in this case that leads to conspiracy after conspiracy after conspiracy. Like I said, the touch DNA, if he was grabbing at somebody, their DNA would be under his fingernails, right? All it takes is a swab to find that. I mean, it's not difficult. It'd take 20 seconds. But it seems the Phoenix law enforcement marks it down as suicide, cleans it up. And another thing is when that policeman in that video reaches into his pocket and pulls out his cell phone and all of his IDs after that body had been covered. People. Right there calls for a fucking coroner's query because someone tampered with a dead body before the coroner was at the scene to even pronounce the person dead. And there's only 2 people in each county that can pronounce someone dead. And it's not just a doctor coming by. It's the county coroner or his assistant coroner. I forgot that one. And the sheriff. They are the only 2. So how come we walk up on this scene? Oh, he's dead. All of the medical equipment laying around him. Once a medical crew starts working on a body, they do not have the power to just give up and walk away and say he's dead. Once you start CPR, once you start medical services, you do not stop until you get to the hospital. That's why it's called dead on arrival. So what's going on with this case, folks? Are you all that blind? Is everyone this blind? Am I the only person that's ever assisted a coroner? Am I the only person that paid attention in school to know this shit? No, I'm not. Y'all know it, but you're buying whatever the mainstream media and a bunch of shills fed you. His mom wouldn't have a say whether he gets autopsied or not. His dad, nobody. That is up to the coroner and the sheriff. And I'm telling you right now, suicide is murder, and all murders have autopsies done on the victim. You gonna call me a liar? Like, you can't. I know. I've been there. Yeah, I got long hair. I'm a fucking outlaw. I don't give a shit. But I know when people's rights have been infringed upon. I know when the government's lying. I know when local fucking departments are lying. You can see it in their body language. Why in the hell have you ever seen a crime scene or any scene of death with a body covered up with a sheet with 5 fucking firemen, 2 policemen, and a paramedic standing around bullshitting, going through the guy's phone? Going, no, it don't happen this way. I'm just trying to open your eyes to what's real. What's real and what is bullshit. That might happen in Hollywood on a movie set, but that is bullshit. And I'm sorry, I can't smoke pot in front of you right now because although it's legal in my state, it's not legal in my apartment complex. Give me a second here. And my friend Julio Hawkins, my friend Jamie Deluxe, thank you for bringing me back to the light. I haven't been on cam in years since the shills attacked me and killed 7 accounts and Twitch, and I can't get on fucking Twitter. I do have an Instagram, and I wish you'd find me, Julio. I'm on Facebook too. I've been trying to find you just to be able to talk to you without everybody hearing it. And I hate fucking emailing. Get back to Instagram, dude. Add me on Facebook. I sent you a request. It's so much easier to sit there and just type back and forth. Or hell, on Facebook we can cam, brother. But why? Why did Isaac have to die? What did he do that went so far? Because they let him run for a couple years, saying anything he wanted to say. And all of a sudden, so it had to be an all of a sudden person that he outed. Or that, how he says, he screwed over trying to make money. Well, we're all trying to make money. I don't get it. I don't get it, people. Why? Why did a man have to die? I don't care what he did. We let Charles Manson live to be 80 fucking years old. He didn't die. We didn't kill him. We didn't kill him. Is he on some fucking secret planet with Epstein? And well, no, because then they'd have that fucking Henry, whatever the fuck his name is, from Hollywood out there with them, and he's still alive in prison. Ghislaine Maxwell. Boy, you know, she's pretty hot for her fucking age. Think about it. Look at her skin tone. Of course, I probably today they don't look like that after a year in prison. But why does she have to rot 11 months before she sees a judge? What's up with that? Kind of reminds me of the JFK files, you know, where they were sealed for 70 years till anybody that was involved in it's dead. So they can't be punished. Man, we live in a fucked up world, you guys, and it's been run by the NWO since they killed Kennedy. He tried to stop it. I wonder what Kennedy would think of the Democratic Party today. You know, I put one out on Facebook yesterday. It said something like, it was just a meme. All of you that have been bashing Trump all of these years, could you please make one comment below why you love the Democratic Party? And I haven't got one fucking straight answer. Just a bunch of smart ass answers like chirp, 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 or we don't love the Democratic Party, you know? And I was raised a Democrat until about 1988. Sad. This is not my father's Democrats. But I'm getting off my subject. Why did he die? Who had the power to pull it off? and who benefited from it. Who benefited from it? If you give me those three answers, we'll know who did it. All right, I got to get off here. I love you, brother Julio. I'm so sorry for what they did to you, Jamie Deluxe, Richie from Boston, Alice down the rabbit hole. I followed you all, but I was still hiding in the darkness and fighting with them shills 3 or 4 years ago. But I'm back. I don't look as good. I'm getting old, but I still got a big mouth and I got some big arms. 6 foot, 250 pounds. You want to dox me and come kick my ass? My door isn't even locked. There's no such thing as fear. We have nothing to fear. Okay? Nothing. We are 100% American. And though they're trying to take our rights, it's time to stand up. It's time to ask questions. It's time to find out why. Why are you fucking little kids, you little bastards? You know? It's sad. It's even happening right here in Peoria, Illinois. Kids are disappearing. Teenagers are disappearing. Beautiful. I know this beautiful girl. It's been gone 4 years. She was in a house at 7:30 in the morning. 5 other people were in this house. She was disappeared. She was never heard from again. Now, it doesn't take a fucking detective to figure out. 5 people know where she's at. They won't do a goddamn thing about it. And she's not white. And they're not white. So don't give me the white privilege shit. There ain't no white privilege. I'm white, and I've had the cops knock the fucking shit out of me many times. We need help, people. We need to stand together. I love what Cappy's done. I'm sorry. I love what Julio's done with this Cappy's cartel. Let's get to the bottom of it. Let's find out why this had to happen to this man. Big deal. He shot his mouth off. He told the truth. Does the truth get you killed? The truth is supposed to set you free. All right, I'm going to get off here. To God be the glory. I love you all. Take care, man.